Hi guys, Frank here. On today's episode of Build Your Own, we're going to actually replace the windshield wiper blades on this 2009 Toyota RAV4. This is a third generation Toyota RAV4. So if you want to learn how to replace the wiper blades on your windshield here, I'm going to show you how to do that right now. The windshield wiper blades on your third generation Toyota RAV4, which is from 2006 to 2012, they're going to break down and get old over time, so it's generally recommended that you change your windshield wiper blades once every 6 months or so. If you don't, you'll start suffering from visibility issues and possibly even see scratches appear on your windshield as the rubber on the blade begins to wear away. Real quick, the RAV4's first generation was produced from 1996 to 2000, and its second generation ran from 2001 to 2005. The third generation, which we're looking at right here, this one's an 09. This third generation ran from 2006 to 2012, as I mentioned earlier. The fourth generation ran from 2013 to 2018. And this year, for 2019, there's a brand new RAV4, and it's currently in its fifth generation. I actually did a build and price review of the new 2019 Toyota RAV4. If you're interested, I'll put a link up to that video in the corner right now. Okay, let's get back to talking about what this video is about, which is replacing the windshield wiper blades on this third generation RAV4. They're pretty easy to do. There's really only 4 things to do. We need to buy new wipers, we need to remove these old wipers, attach the new wipers, and then test them out. Now, the old school way of doing wiper blades was to measure your wiper blades and go down to the parts store, because the driver wiper blade is longer than the passenger wiper blade. But all you really need to do is go down to your local auto parts store, tell them the year, make, and model of your Toyota RAV4, and they'll go and get you the exact wiper blades you need. So that's all you really need to do. That's how you go and buy new wiper blades. These are the wiper blades that I got. I happen to just go over to the Napa store. You can get them at any parts store. Anybody's going to have them. They weren't very expensive. I'll talk about that in a little bit. But now, let's actually talk about how to remove the old ones. Okay, hopefully you can see this pretty well. There's this little tab right here. I push down on it, and then I just slide down on the wiper blade, and it basically comes off. There it is. And then you can take it off just like so. Should we do the other side? Yeah, let's do the other side. Okay, this one's kind of got the same deal. There's that tab right there, and then I can slide down on this thing, and yeah, there it is. It's out. So that's super simple. Let's actually put the new blades on. Now, when you go ahead and set this thing down, be careful to not scratch the glass. Don't turn the windshield wipers on. Otherwise, you'll put a nice scratch mark on your windshield. Okay, so there's the old blades off the vehicle. You can see that the driver blade is considerably longer than the passenger blade. And so now I'll take these blades out of the packaging and we'll put them on. Pretty simple. Now, I just opened this blade up out of its packaging, and sometimes they come with a little towelette that you wipe on the blade before you install, and that's supposed to help the blade last longer or something like that. This one did not come with that, so I guess that's fine. We won't worry about that. Okay, so here we've got our windshield wiper blade, arm, all that. We can see it, and basically what we need to do is just slide it over this hook. You see that, how I just slid it over the hook? And now we can slide that up, and that locks it. That's it. That windshield wiper blade is on, and it's not going anywhere. Okay, I'm pulling on it. It's not going anywhere. All right, now all we need to do actually is the other side. So let's do the other side. Okay, so we've got the driver's side wiper blade installed. Okay, and that went really easy. You just saw that, super simple. Now we need to put the passenger side blade on this J-hook style wiper arm. So let's get a closer angle on this, and then we'll install this one, and we'll be done. Okay, so we're looking at this blade. I want to just talk about the blade real fast, because it does matter which way you're doing it. If you have the blade, for instance, this way, and you're trying to put it on like this on the car, that's going to be wrong. This little hole right here actually needs to be facing the back, or facing down, right? It's not going to be up this way here. That is important. And then this little piece that rotates here, this little tab piece that's right there, you see that little tab piece that's hanging? That needs to be down. That needs to be facing down. That can't be rotated up. It needs to be down facing when we slip this thing over the J-hook style arm. It's relevant to know that because otherwise you can spend some time fumbling around. Okay, so let me pull up the J-hook. We can see the J-hook here. We can see how I've got this setting now. We can see that the hole is facing the right direction. It's to the right. Okay, now I can just take this thing, you can see the top side here, and I can just slide it in, right? And you heard that click? It's in. That's it. That's as easy as it is. When you do it right, it only takes just a hot second to get it done the right way. Pretty cool. Okay, now that we got these brand new wiper blades installed, we don't want to wait until a downpour to see if we did the job right. We want to turn the wipers on and off to make sure they work effectively, they're not wiggling or jiggling, and that they don't come loose when you're out driving around on the road. So let's get in the car, turn on the windshield wipers, and see how they work. Okay, I've got the windshield wipers turned on. As you can hear, they're whisper quiet. They're not rattling, they're not wiggling. They're working just the way they're supposed to. So I'm happy with this job. I'm gonna say that's a result. And so yeah, now we got these windshield wipers installed on our 3rd generation Toyota RAV4. Okay, so how much do these windshield wiper blades cost? Now, they're gonna vary depending on what auto parts store you go to or if you go to the dealer. Like I said, I went to the Napa Auto Parts store. I think it was $10 for the the passenger side mirror windshield wiper, and it was like 13 bucks for the driver's side. So it was under 25 bucks to get the blades. I don't know what it costs at the dealer, but yeah, I think it was probably a pretty decent price, and it's an easy repair that anybody can do. It's a DIY repair that anybody can do. So real quick, I was gonna say, hey, I was gonna wrap this video up, but do you notice this big, huge missing paint thing here? This car is in pristine condition. It's got under 70,000 miles on it, and it's got that missing paint. You know what? Toyota had a paint peeling problem. This car is obviously suffering from it. If you want to know more about that, I'm going to link to my video that talks about that in more detail. Anyway, changing windshield wipers on your 3rd generation Toyota RAV4 is a breeze when you know the right method and somebody takes the time to show you. Okay, I'm going to wrap this video up. Today we've learned how to remove and replace the windshield wipers on your 3rd generation Toyota RAV4, or really kind of any windshield wiper with that J-hook style wiper blade arm, honestly. And then we also learned all the Toyota RAV4 generations, all 5 model years, or all 5 generations. And that's about it. Now we know how to do this, and if you found this how-to review on how to replace your windshield wipers on your Toyota RAV4 helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel.